saying, like, we just saying you lost both of the babies. That doesn't mean for you to do all of that. All you have to do is say, baby, I didn't lose both of the babies. I wasn't saying I don't sit here accusing like, oh my God damn, you just lost.
Oh, you said that's what you're gonna lose both of them?
Okay, but you act like I'm cussing you out or being mean to you.
So why are you saying that though?
Okay, you said what you said afterwards. I don't know where they was. It just seemed like they was all last in your possession.
Well, so does it look like I'll drop that again?
No.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying what I just said.
All right.
When you do something, you don't know where it's at. You have to look for it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I lost both of them. That didn't lose neither one.
I'm saying what makes you do all of that?
Do all of what?
This regular or cut?
This regular, fam. This regular. Alexa, stop the music. This regular, fam. My ultimate team ain't shit yet. I'm still trying to just get my whole team to at least 80 overall.
Should look different FSFSQ waiting on your cut partner Lolim on the way.
On God, yeah, I ain't gonna play. We're gonna have to wait until your team at least 82. You can put on Miss Rachel. Girl, calm your ass down. And then it's different with the training and shit, like to do like the abilities and shit. Like you gotta have enough training to exchange the abilities, or after you put all the abilities, it's like best to just exchange them, like not even to refund them, because you gotta use training just to refund them. I don't know, it's weird. Oh yeah, this the team though. What? That's the offense. No real known names except for Brian Wesco.
Him like I don't know none of them niggas lol.
I ain't know none of these niggas either, on God. Then on defense, I know the white boy Wet Weeks, middle linebacker. I got D'Angelo Hall. I just got him. I don't know pretty much anybody else. But yeah, defense kind of trash right now still. But yeah, once I get everybody to an 80 in their position, then I'll start playing head to head on cut. And then there's no speed boost chemistry this year. Ow, ever. Stop it.
Yay, he was cold with LSU. I was watching him on Sec documentary.
Uh-huh. And then, so like, once you do the Texas boost, like I'm choosing Texas this year since everybody, oh, you want to choose Alabama? Nah. But once I get, once I get it going, there's no more speed boosts on the offense or defense. Oh, pro style. You know what I'm saying? Then 3-4 gonna be my defense. But yeah, no more
so
speed
making
boost.
It more realistic then.
Yeah. So niggas is gonna be where they at. You feel me? Niggas is whatever speed you at, that's where you gonna be at, nigga. But they do add some acceleration and cuts and shit. So you know what I'm saying? That's where the separation starts. But yep.
On God, I like that cause niggas really suck when they don't got all that from last year FRFR.
On God. I guess these the cards right here you get. You make it to that champion level. I love you. That'd be the only reason why I would start. Hold on, let's see how much longer they got. Oh, it's still 23 days. We could possibly do something, you know. We'll wait a second.
You'll be facing the Kentucky Wildcats. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Trying to establish the run. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run.
Loose in the middle. The 10. Touchdown Vegas. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. This challenge features a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the Alabama Crimson Tide.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide left, it's Miller. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short.
Where the fuck is number 2 at, bruh? Like,
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right
Luke?
now.
Get
So
your ass in the
take
game,
all
boy.
the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Sells to run, looking to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Rebels. They move on top.
what a dot. Beautiful pass. That was a beautiful pass.
Can you say hi to the ladybug?
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the play select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Utah State Aggies.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. First play of this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Roly, roly, poly. Roly, roly, poly.
Attack on this second and short.
Down,
The give on the counter. Makes a stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Really nice play call there. You've got enough time to run the ball and mix it in if you want. Understanding you're putting yourself in position now to go win this game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Rebels. And they grab the advantage, taking...
So the fuck? Oh, I was probably just playing with whatever team they give me. Okay. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that nigga was.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. This challenge features a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the South Florida Bulls.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the...
That was
Well, he thought
dumb.
he had the matchup he wanted. He's going to take a shot
I
deep
thought it
into
was a
the end
completely
zone,
different play.
hoping his guy can go up and win the one-on-one pass, but the defender just takes it away.
Well, I wanted that RPO, but I didn't know it was coming from way the fuck out there.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your...
Breaks free in the middle. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNLV.
GG.
What's good, Mob? What's good? What's happening with you? I'm just doing some challenges, you know. Doing some little shit to maybe hopefully help my team get a little bit better.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge.
I need at least an 80 overall at each position before I play head to
Don't
head.
forget, you can check
I'm not going in the head to head with no
In
70s.
this challenge, you'll be facing
I'm not
the
doing it.
Alabama Crimson
Nope.
Tide.
Running inside. It's Hill. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Austin Mack. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. Dropping back, it's Mack. Looking deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Crimson Tide will bring a punt team on the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team
that's
Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. This challenge features a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the Texas State Bobcats.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going up top. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Let's get out another surprise. Can you make your hand a butterfly? It's a
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the Play Select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Florida State Seminoles.
My 4. All right, my 4.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40.
You can put this sauce in.
Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. They get to him as he throws.
You muted fam?
Trying to get
Am I muted?
flower. We landed on a flower. Yay!
No, I'm not muted. I don't think so. What'd you say?
Quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinned.
Nah, NVM. Just quiet, I guess.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back.
EE, she finna get the EE.
But look at this offense. They're determined
Hey,
to
hey,
get right
Ever.
back on the ball.
Like for real, bro. Stop. Stop.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy completion. Plows through the defense.
Lord
Makes
have
the
mercy.
grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Takes it from the gun on third down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. There's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Rebels have it with a first and goal. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Rebels! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Can you think of something that's yellow?
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Drops back on first down. Working that left side now. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It's so important to start the second half with a lot of momentum. You call a nice shot play early, quarterback dialed in, finds the open target, throws a strike. Nice way to build some confidence early here in the second half.
Under pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now on the counter. Sees some running room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Violet. I love a rainbow. I love a rainbow.
Snap on first down, wants to throw.
I love
Deep
a
shot for the end zone.
Oh, oh, oh.
Falls incomplete, and he did
Red,
everything perfectly
orange,
except catch the
yellow,
football. Second down coming. Making the adjustment.
Blue, indigo.
Second down to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab.
I love a rainbow.
With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Oh, oh, oh. I love a rainbow. I love a rainbow. I love a rainbow. Oh, 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 oh.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the Play Select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Washington Huskies.
Quack, quack.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Here's Williams to throw. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Going with the counter play here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What are you so upset for? Huh?
I don't think that's the way.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down.
What are you so upset for?
That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football. Real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
This regular workout? On God, I like that 'cause niggas really suck when they don't got all that from last year FRFR. GG. You muted fam? Nah, NVM. Just quiet I guess.
Stop. Ever. Stop. Hey. What is that? Huh? What is that? Watch out, Ever. Look at mommy, she's stuck. Nah, she be acting like she want her ass knocked the fuck out. That's what she act like. Well, offense is all 80 now. We need D tackles and we need middle linebackers. The corners are 80. All three of them, both my safeties 80. Even one of my backups is 80. So we good there. Glenn Lerner is the way to go. Call. What? Mm-hmm.
Let's go! Let's go!
When did you get that?
What?
Connected!
Can you pour me something here?
I think it was like a little push forward.
Oh, I've been at it. I wasn't playing football, so I didn't need it.
Continues to show up. The front seven continues to make what would be plays if we were not in a training camp environment. Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark himself is probably having one of the best camps out of anybody out there right now. He's wreaking havoc in both the run game and the passing game, getting home to the quarterback for several what would be sacks off the course of this entire training camp. Those two big guys up front kind of just led the way for the defense. They're setting the tone, and the defense is like a serious unit. The only unit I would say needs a little bit more beefing up is probably that linebacker crew, and can never have too many pass rushers, special guys that can win one-on-one. But Rashawn Gary, Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark, he winners. The Marvion Oversaw, all these guys are looking really, really good. The guys on the front seven. Malachi Lawrence had probably his best day of practice so far in training camp today. He was able to actually bat a pass down at the line of scrimmage and apply some pressure to the quarterback as he trying to throw the ball. So Malachi Lawrence finally starting to make some noise. I'm seeing some of y'all in my comments, y'all. Hey, I haven't heard anything from Malachi. What's going on with Malachi? Malachi Lawrence finally starting to make some noise, y'all. So just relax a little bit. Remember, Malachi is more of a raw prospect, y'all. So he is going to be a guy that takes a little bit more coaching before we start to see kind of the fruits of that labor. Guys like Caleb Downs, I think even Tayshawn Barham, those are damn near NFL ready, prototypical type players for the positions that they're playing. So it's going to be an easier translation to someone like Malachi, who probably has prototypical traits, amazing speed, size he is, 6'5", chiseled like a Greek god. Yes, but he still needs the NFL coaching to the game, time, and moves, and just understand what he's looking at. And that is one of those positions always understand, bro. The D-line is one of those positions that unless you have a guy that's going to be winning right, man, you need to put that grown man straight. So I'm gonna need y'all to relax a little bit on young Malachi Lawrence, even if he doesn't have this crazy year. I wouldn't expect them to have no more than a few sacks this year. If that, remember, Ezzy went all year last year. He had like 1 or 2 sacks last year. That was really come out of college down to 1 sack, 16 sacks, something like that. So temper the expectations and for what you want to see from Malachi Lawrence. Yes, we want to see him get better. I think that's the most we can ask him right now is to see him continue to stack good days in training camp. The more good days we see him stack, the better off for us. Obviously, looking at Rashawn Gary and Donovan Ezra, who are starting edges or outside linebackers or so guys like Malachi Lawrence, just James Houston, Sam Williams, and all those boys, they're going to come in a platoon anyway. So let's just simmer down a little bit. We have 2 starting outside linebackers already. Malachi Lawrence will be a starting quality guy this season. Not just yet, y'all. He has time and room to grow. He had a good day of practice today, so I know a lot of people are probably excited to hear about that. Now, one of the ongoing aspects of training camp so far has been the battle between Savon Rebel Jr. and George Pickens. These boys have been absolutely going back to back to back, throwing heavyweight hooks, body shots, uppercuts, and everything, throwing somebody. They've been going crazy. I'm going to just say this, man. That can only be a positive for our squad. Savon Rebel getting absolutely tested the way that he is right now in training camp. Seeing guys like George Pickens, C.D. Lamb, some of these other boys that they're on. That's going to do nothing but make him more prepared to face some of the other receivers in the league this year. GP had a lot of really good things to say about Savon Rebel, so they want to react to his presser. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, stick around so you guys can see that. But that's been one of the best ones thus far in training camp, and it dominated again today.
Stop touching shit.
Blows with each other today as one guy want to play, the next guy want to rep, the next guy want to rep. So it's been going back and forth. GP obviously been getting the better of it. But Ron has been holding control, and this is an iron sharpen iron situation.
God damn, it just ain't no room for nothing.
Environment can help guys get better. Guys like Savon Rebel, Ron Blank, Caleb Downs.
You can keep that right there on the corner.
Did today, then we get a nice PDU and talk a little smack. The boys battling like that.
Damn, I just turned it on.
Competition day in and day out of practice. He's testing them. Like they shine away from throwing it in Caleb or Ron. No, they're getting tested 100%. And that kind of leads to our next point here. I think the Cowboys finally might have figured out how to come away with 6 points every time you get into that red zone. Throw the ball up to George Pickens. A new revelation today in practice, something that was prevalent, and something that's been going on in Blues Draw training camp as far as that. And George Pickens has been predicting on the fade route in the red area. That is something that the Cowboys, they scored almost 30 points per game last year. Remember, that red area was somewhere where they still struggled. And they can figure out just a system for going down there and converting those tries, not to field goals, to points. If they can go down there and figure out a system, bro, that is going to make the team so much more dangerous. The team go from averaging 30 points a game to almost 40 points a game. And that's just, realistically speaking, what this offense has been capable of, and the explosiveness of this offense. So, definitely something to continue to keep an eye on. Are they going to continue to use GP and ENC the way that they have been using the boys, having to run little corner routes and different stuff like that? They've been having some nice stuff out the trick bag in that red area. Let's keep an eye on it. But GP, Vaughn been battling GP, been a target so far a lot today. And speaking of wide receivers, an undrafted free agent has in fact been making some noise in Dallas Cowboys training camp. Wide receiver Camden Brown. Remember, this is one of the guys that we signed shortly after the NFL draft. 6'2", good size, good speed for a receiver. He has been showing out, and he's someone that I feel like he's worked his way up on at least a spot on that depth chart from there.
Let's go! Connected!
To go along with the Cameron Brown, I haven't heard a whole bunch of Deshaun Holden. Really felt like how far Deshaun Holden was so far in training training camp. Have not been seeing a whole lot of that. Definitely been seeing Camden Brown's name a lot more, catching some highlight plays, balls, all that good stuff. But we got to keep an eye on him. Not to spend too much time on him because realistically speaking, even if he makes the team, how much impact is he going to be? He's going to be firmly behind CeeDee Lamb.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA
How much
Sports
impact
College
will he
Football.
really be? He might be good for 1 or 2
This challenge features a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the BYU Cougars.
Outside of that, we did have some guys not bam,
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Y'all might be using y'all going.
They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Relax. We need to relax on the groin usage. But Shadi, seriously though, Shadi did say that Bam Bam and everybody else can see.
And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Love the boys on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket and was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, just jumped the ball.
The center down's going to the air. Gets rid of it. Lucky to get it off.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball.
On to the next topic, in case it was fireworks thus far. The NFL executives, the coaches, the scouts, they ranked Jalen Hurts as the 17th best quarterback in all of football. He was tier 6. So what's interesting is you see the list. Jalen Hurts is 17, Philadelphia Eagle, and Bo Nix is 18, Denver Bronco. Bo Nix obviously had a legendary run last year until that injury. We got a Broncos legend in the building. We got an Eagles legend in the building. I'm just going to throw the ball up and have fun like I'm the referee and see where it lands. Starting with you, TJ. Who would you rather have going into this upcoming season? Bo Nix. Shady, put that tongue away! What's he saying? Bo Nix for Jalen Hurts. Who would you rather have this season?
Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Here's a moment. You pick more or less on 2 or more players and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same map. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, a home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code SPEAKEASY. $5, gets you $50 in lineups. For free! Prize picks. It's good to be right.
I'm going to go with my dog, Bo. You already know I'm going with. Hey, Bo, all last year, before he got hurt, and if he didn't get hurt, we'd be Super Bowl champs right now. Came through. You like Josh Allen, right? Kicked his ass head to head. Hey, MVP, MVP, Bo Nix, and he didn't even get going to second half of the season. When Sean Payton took the leash off him. Once he took the leash off him, Bo went crazy, man. The leash, man, he had a leash on him. They had him boxed in.
Cool. Can you please leave Josh Allen out?
I can't. He's great, bro. I can't leave Josh Allen, man. I like Josh Allen. Like you said, what we talked about earlier, it ain't his fault. It's his fans' fault. I like Josh Allen. It's his fans that bother me. Because the grading scale be all over the place with Josh Allen, man.
Let's go back to Bo. Let's focus on Bo.
Let's leave the top of the pyramid to the bottom of the bottom, please.
Bo Nix is
Bo's at the bottom.
Let's go to the pyramid. Let's go to the pyramid. Let's go to the pyramid. I want to see the tiers. On the pyramid. Let's leave the top of the pyramid with Josh Allen. Josh Allen, where are we going? And Bo Nix, you got to come all the way down to tier 7. Okay. But Jalen Hurts not far behind tier 6.
But the question was about Bo, right?
Bo Nix and Jalen Hurts. Who's your
okay, so let's just break this down real quick. And I think what I want to do, I was at Maddie's wedding. Yep. And Patrick Shanahan, he was there. All his Denver guys was there. You know, the whole conversation. They love Bo. And I like that for the team. It's like you obviously love Denver. That makes sense. The thing with Bo was this, bro. He was blessed to be in a great situation, and I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I think if you watch him in college, right, he can run the ball well, make some throws here and there. Comes to the league, does the same thing. The best thing is he's playing with a guy named Sean Payton. Yeah. Sean Payton is great for quarterbacks. I've never seen a bad quarterback play under Sean Payton. Even with Brees going through the arm, he gets older, he still that guy's playing well. So I love that for Bo. Now, this Bo is better than a lot of these other quarterbacks, I would say. Like Trevor Lawrence, I would take Bo prior before I take Trevor Lawrence. I never was big on Trevor Lawrence. You know, Sam Darnold, he won a Super Bowl, but I would be safe to put them in the same situation. I can see him doing the same thing with the Broncos. Really great defense. He probably needs that number 1 receiver. He don't have that over there. Of course, someone's good, but he ain't just in. And I can see them winning games because of the defense, the running game, Sean Payton, and Bo here makes plays. But the problem I'm having to argue for Bo is I don't think there's nothing special about Bo. I think Bo was a player with Sean Payton. That's what you're going to get. The best thing he can run. So it looks no better. But I have no hate on Bo. I really assess him the right way. I don't think he should be on the same field as Dame Jones. You know what's funny? I was in the club or a party in the Hamptons, right? Where all the rich people was at. Yeah. Joining my friends, you know, doing some business deals. Don't have a great time. And Dame Jones happened to Andre told me he wanted to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like the fact that I might have called him trash once or twice before. And I said, Danny, listen, homie, I do my job very well. And I said, Chevy trucks keep the heartbeat of America going. What would you want me to say about you when you was playing for the Giants? Because I didn't have much to say good, because you know how you was playing. And I said, what would you want me to say? And they said, they started talking about, you know, the offensive line and the coordinators and all this different stuff. I said, on football, we don't have time for that. So, as a head coach, we can always make excuses up. I had this corner, I had this line, bro, but you got to play the game. Yeah. So what I'm saying with Bo is this. I'm not going to knock him for what he has over there with Sean Payton. I am going to say is I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's super special. I think he's a really good quarterback, and I think he can grow to be really, really good. But right now, he's a good quarterback. I want them in the same category as Jalen Hurts, though. I can't do that. Because what? Well, we talked about one guy was an all-pro, second MVP voter. That shit ain't just things easy to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't easy to do. That's one. Two is, I watch Jalen Hurts at his best, at his worst. And the crazy thing is, at his worst, it ain't that bad. The stats, he might not like the stats up, but at his best, his stats ain't crazy either, though. Because the way he plays the game is like, it's real efficient. I might not go throw for 1,000,000 yards, but the yards I do throw for is going to count. Right? I might be in a game where I might not have 280, 290, 300 passing, but I might give you 200, and I might have another 89 yards on the ground. So, like, the way Jalen Hurts plays, it ain't your typical, traditional quarterback plays. No. But it's effective, you know what I mean, the way he plays. So I just wouldn't even disrespect Jalen Hurts in the same category as quarterback for the Broncos.
They are very similar in that.
Just not on the same page with his
We needed big plays last year. Both created big plays. When we needed to score when the defense wasn't playing great, he licked that scoreboard up, whether it's the Green Bay Packers or the Buffalo Bills. When we needed to play, and I like to judge quarterbacks on that. When you need a play, is the quarterback going to make a play? And I can say undoubtedly, yes, with Bo Nix. Jalen Hurts is well. You know, there was some ups and downs with him this past season. Just coming off a couple of Super Bowl appearances and Super Bowl championships. So he got that in his back pocket. But I'm talking about trajectory. Where they going as a team? Where they going as an individual player? Not to be that guy for you. I don't want to be that guy, right? I want to be biased. We said we want about Jalen Hurts, and I love how you make the winning quarterback. So much Party. One guy at his worst, always in the play, always. And at his best, and at his medium, he's going to go to the Super Bowl and he'll lose. And at his best, he's going to go to the Super Bowl and win. That's one dude. So when we start breaking down all these different quarterbacks and this and that and the third, they can't tell you that. And he ain't been in the league for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree, like you said. Bo got 2 playoffs in 3 years. You know, AFC Championship last year, he didn't play because he was hurt, and we all know that availability is the best ability, right? So we won't go into that more, but
they are very similar.
They're very, very similar.
Even statistically,
very similar.
Bo Nix last year,
I'm like, huh?
Bo Nix last year, 3,900 yards, 25 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Bo Nix, if you count his rushing yards, he had 356 yards on the ground. So 25 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 350 rushing. Jalen 3,900 passing. Again, Jalen Hurts 3,200 passing yards, 25 touchdowns like Bo Nix had 25 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts only 6 interceptions, and for as great of a runner as Jalen Hurts is, he had 420 rushing yards last year. So Jalen Hurts had 50 more rushing yards than Bo Nix, but Bo Nix had 700 more passing yards than Jalen Hurts. Statistically speaking, they are indeed very similar. Bo Nix, TJ, hasn't missed the playoffs, correct? I think he's made the playoffs both of his 2 years.
Yeah.
So there is a conversation to be had over the next 5 years, JD. We know what Jalen has done the last, but over the next 5, why would I say Jalen Hurts? I mean, everything points in the direction of him. Because if you want to tell me, like, you know, the start of old boy's career is Bo Nix. I mean, I would go with Jalen Hurts. I just find that there's no way where he can beat Jalen Hurts. Like, where? Where at?
Passing yards and Jalen Hurts.
I mean, Jalen Hurts has never passed for as many yards as Bo Nix in year 2.
Yeah, but I guess health, because he stayed healthy. If Bo didn't get hurt, you know the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
But what I'm saying is, like, if Jalen Hurts, if I said I only compare, like, when you go, you got to play the game. Yeah. I would think that a quarterback that's been Sean Payton should probably throw the ball more than a quarterback that has a new offensive coordinator every single year. I mean, that's not mad. That's just what it should be. But wouldn't you argue that a quarterback that has A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith should have more passing yards than a quarterback that has Cortland Sutton, Mims? It ain't about the names of the player. It's about the coach that's calling the plays for the player.
No, it is about the names.
I watched
you know that.
When he was with the Saints, bro. You gonna ignore T.J. Ward? What'd he say?
I said it is about the names of players. When you got an all-pro wide receiver and another Pro Bowl wide receiver, and we don't have none of that, not neither one. It's the players. Players make football. We know that.
Yeah, but when you got a coach, and you know this, because you say you played for the Browns and you played with the Denver.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, when you got a real good coach, shit is way different. Way different. Way easier. Because if I go back to the Saints offense with Sean Payton all his years, and his wide receivers, they have a whole bunch of all-pro receivers. I think the best team they had over there was Marcus Colston.
All-pro. I'm Pro Bowl. No, he didn't make no Pro Bowl.
Yes, he probably had one or something.
Well, he's the number one receiver. Yeah, but he was cold, though. Super cold.
He was real good. I don't know if it's super cold, but I can't look. I'm making that no Pro Bowls, no All-Pros.
Yeah, so I can't call him. Look at that generation of receivers. He was cold.
What I'm saying is, but they had like the Rob Meachins from Tennessee over there. They had Teddy Ginn. You know what I mean? I'm just putting these players in there. And they all get busy. Come on. So I'm not trying to hate, but like they can do it everybody. Everybody.
They got one Super Bowl. It ain't like he got 5. He got 1.
I'm talking about the offense. Straight on the offense. That time with Sean Payton, I've never seen everybody last about him. I say, I've never seen a bad running back in that system. I've never seen a running back that can't catch the ball.
But don't get it twisted. Drew Brees was balling in San Diego before he got to Sean Payton. So we could say it was breezy and not so much SP. Now, we know Sean Payton is a great coach, but let's look at it and be honest. He won 1 Super Bowl with Drew Brees, who was already an all-pro quarterback.
So what are you saying? I think
I'm just saying that you give it too much. You're giving Jalen Hurts too much. You're not giving Bo Nix enough credit just because he has Sean Payton.
No. But what I'm saying, I'm just trying to figure. Are you telling me that Sean Payton ain't one of the best offensive minds in football?
I'm not telling you.
You start talking about Drew Brees, all these other
all I'm saying is factually. He has 1 Super Bowl.
With 1 quarterback.
Right. So another argument can be.
How many want to have? That's what I be trying to tell you.
I'm just saying.
So when we start talking these Super Bowls, you say it freely, like I got.
Okay, but this is how I look at Andy Reid. Right, you go to the Super Bowl with McNabb, right? You backdoor it and you come with the Chiefs. Never won with Mahomes, but you get to the Super Bowl. Okay. T.O. had a broken ankle.
Awaiting you is the Southern Mississippi.
I'm just saying, when we talk about consistency in anything, right? We talk about doing it for multiple years. And as a coach or as a player, doing it with a different coach or a different system.
I'm lost in your argument.
You lost. You brought Aaron Reed. Because I'm talking about a great quarterback, one of the greatest minds, coaching minds in the game. We would consider Andy Reid, correct?
Yeah. So
and why is that?
Because the offense always been jumping.
Because he done it where? In Philly and Kansas City.
And so has fucking Sean Payton. What are you talking about?
He did it. No,
he did it the same night with the Broncos.
The Broncos offense ain't Kai Powered right now.
No, but for what he got over there,
that's what you're supposed to do when you're the greatest line out.
Time out real quick. Before we move on.
And I'm not saying that
they don't have nothing over there like that.
No, but you just said the Saints didn't have nothing over there like that.
And they still be getting paid.
Exactly. So let's see Sean Payton right now do it with Bo Nix. Do it the exact same.
You need doing that.
I think the defense is a highlight of that team right now.
I see what TJ's trying to get at. You're assuming that Sean Payton is making Bo Nix. But what if Bo Nix is actually just good? Because TJ said you ain't never seen Sean Payton get busy anywhere else. And you're like, but he's getting busy in Denver. TJ, the Broncos offense ain't all that. The defense is what's cooking.
The offense is good.
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool. Who they got over to be great? Who's over there? But that's what I'm saying is, but that's what last in the world is. Who do they have over there? No. There's way more regular folks. The office that's not nowhere near like the Broncos. Broncos office is solid. You're not telling me not a solid offense. It's cool.
It's solid. They didn't have a run game. And I'm going to tell you, I watched the Broncos. The offensive line had the number one pass rush protection. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Bo Nix was beating a lot of unblocked guys. He was just outrunning them.
So what I'm saying is, so what they're always to be decent. They don't have no. Who they got over there?
They got Ford and they got. I mean, they don't have. They got Mims.
Okay,
they got
Ingram. They Sean Payton.
Dad Patrick.
Is his third year? Right? Maybe. Yeah, one with Russ and then two with Nix. Yeah. So let's get this straight real quick, because I don't want to like. In his third year, well, they went to the NFC Championship game.
I'm not. Listen what I'm saying. Give Bo Nix.
Damn!
Did they not have the number one defense in the league?
Yeah.
Okay, so that has a lot to do with it.
Look, you made it this far, so might as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and after that, hit the bell button to be notified anytime we go live or drop another video like this. You do.
Summer's here, and right now get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models with no payments for 90 days.
We got to keep the show pushing. Obviously, yesterday or 2 days ago, back when I was here, we talked about Jalen Hurts being ranked 17th on this list of top quarterbacks voted on by the owners, executives, coaches, and some random players and whatnot, or scouts. Also on this list, though, Brock Purdy was ranked 14th, which is interesting, given the fact that he's been to a Super Bowl as well. Some San Francisco media guys had some things to say about what you guys think.
If you're telling me on this list, and I'm just going to say Chris Sims, that Brock Purdy is the 17th best quarterback, if that's what you're telling me, and you think he's mediocre or middle of the pack in terms of starters, does that make Shanahan a top 2 or 3 coach in the league then? Because it better. You cannot have both opinions simultaneously. You cannot say in one breath, Brock Purdy is a middle-of-the-pack quarterback, and then on the other side say, Shanahan is not a great coach. Those can't coexist. It's one or the other. Either you believe Shanahan is amazing, or you believe Brock is amazing. You can't say both are mediocre. That I will push back on. And so when I see people doing the double down, Shanahan's a loser and he can't do anything and Brock sucks. How do they keep winning all these games then?
Interesting take. I really agree with that as well. Do you guys, in your opinion, think Brock Purdy is underrated?
Has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Brock Purdy finished 4th in MVP voting. MVP voting for a time. So not only that, but then also you got to remember, people say, well, the team is so good. Here's what I remind people of, T. Brock Purdy's first 2 years, he was 17-4. As good as that team is, how many quarterbacks could have done better? Because there's not much better to do. 17-4, NFC Championship game. Then also a Super Bowl. There's just not much better to do. Lamar, Allen, Mahomes.
what would they have gone? 21-0? No, Tom Brady didn't even have a 21-0 stretch. So when you even want to say, yeah, but Nacho, his team around him is so good, great. And he went 17-4 as soon as he walked into the league with that team last year. With a team completely decimated. No Fred Warner at the end of the season. No Bosa at the end of the season. Debo's no longer there. Ayuk's no longer there. Trent Williams started off sluggish. No kidding. You still go to the playoffs, win a playoff game in Philadelphia. So for those that want to brag about how good Brock Purdy's supporting cast is, I simply say they are great, and he's great with them. So that to me isn't really an argument, because it's near impossible to have done greater than what Brock Purdy has done.
I'll say this. Number one,
everybody walk around saying, Shanahan's not good, it's not a good coach.
No, that was one of those, like,
I don't know what my boy is talking about.
Yeah, nobody's ever said that.
Number two, let's just answer this question. Who is better at what they do? Shanahan or Brock Purdy? I'm taking Shanahan. Okay, and so it's okay. Like, is Brock Purdy better than the 14th ranked quarterback? From what he's done and accomplished, yes. But because Shanahan has had success with a lot of quarterbacks, Brock Purdy is naturally always going to be docked for that. Because Shanahan has had success with a lot of dudes playing quarterback. And so, it's, 14, but who are you taking off out of the top 13 to move Purdy ahead of?
I can easily do this. I'm putting him ahead of Love, not by talent, but by execution. I'd have to see the list.
I'm not putting him ahead of Jordan Love. Not me.
Not by talent, but by execution. Here's the biggest thing I hate in conversations like this. I've never had this discussion with you or Q. Smith, you've heard it on previous shows. Don't tell me who the greater actor. Tell me who acted better in the role they were casted for. You want to sit here and talk about, well, this person's a better actor, but this person was better in his movie than they were in that movie. This person, she was better in her role than she was in her role. Yeah, but so-and-so's a better actor. Why? How well are you?
Because she has a better director.
Casted for. Sure, no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, I care about how an individual acts in the role they're casted.
Okay,
so at the end of the day, like, if you want to look at, like, early on Will Smith. Early Will Smith was a one-trick pony, self-admitted. He's doing sci-fi movies, he's running, he's a hero. Men in Black, Independence Day, Bad Boys 2, not sci-fi, but still. Will Smith said his role to getting 10 straight $100 million movies, I want to do the same thing all the time. I wrote about it, said it. Just look it up. Will Smith was a one-trick movie until he started doing 7 pounds in Pursuit of Happiness. That one trick. Crazy. I don't need to say, well, Will Smith can't act like Johnny Depp. He doesn't have the range. I don't care if he's playing the same role in every movie. He can go in that movie. So I understand their quarterback's more talented. Justin Herbert, he got more range than Brock Purdy. Jordan Love, they are significantly greater on-air quarterbacks than Brock Purdy, significantly. But who plays their role?
I wouldn't even put he's more talented. Because your brain is a talent that we can't see.
Yes, sir.
Brock Purdy has a brain that processes, and so I don't like to do that. I like to do, when I look at, we'll just go Jordan Love. Jordan Love has never played with the type of players he is getting to that point that Brock Purdy has played with. Never.
Offensively? Because you can make an argument.
No. He's never had a tight end like Kittle. He's never had a running back like McCaffrey. No.
Josh Jacobs is a really good running back.
He ain't. Come on, man. He ain't McCaffrey.
He's a really good running back.
He's not McCaffrey. And he's never had a tight end like Kittle. He's had good offensive lines. Not like the Niners.
Yeah.
He's never had a Fred Warner. He's never had a Bosa because Mike has been hurt now. And so, and look what he's done. He's never had the players around him that Purdy has had. And so I'm taking Love over Purdy because it's not like, but it ain't like Jordan Love didn't go into Dallas and beat him.
I could argue and say that Brock Purdy has never had the depth at receiver that Jordan Love has.
And you're right. And you're right. But that depth in receiver, many say, is what's hurting the Packers. Because when they need a play, who they going to? They're going to me, you, Smitty, Care Bear. All right. Coverage will take us to where we go. Instead of
This is my guy. We call this play. We know who getting the ball because we've done it so much in practice. Whereas with the Packers, everybody get it.
But here's what people also don't realize. And I got to undress this tape because this is what I like about that. When Brock Purdy made his Super Bowl run, go back and fact check me. I promise you I'm not lying. On his drive, it was against, I believe it was the Green Bay Packers. It may have been the Detroit Lions. On his final drive, he finds Christian McCaffrey. He finds Dewan Jennings. He finds a backup tight end. I believe it was number 82. He finds Brandon Ayuk to seal it. So
I'm
Brock
not
Purdy
going to the
just
BG
found
versus
any
St. John
and
Bosco.
everybody.
Huh? Any and everybody.
Not that they're not dudes.
Why not? What happened?
Okay. It wasn't like, hey, you spread it around. Right. Yeah, the Niners on a Ayuk got trust you to win. Go win out. Now, Ayuk is better than any receiver Jordan Love has played with. Christian McCaffrey is better than any running back Jordan Love has played with. So he's finding guys that are better than any player that Jordan Love has played with at their respective position. Yeah. And so that matters. Like, I've never heard anybody say Kyle Shanahan is an ass coach. Nobody. Shanahan at worst.
I just tried to think about it. I was just thinking in my head, like, what the fuck does that got to do with anything? But your ass is stupid. Your ass is stupid.
I'm not supporting his ass. He better off going to Tennessee. One QB in class of 2028.
Just
worst. Top 5 worst.
Yeah.
I want to keep it on the Kyle Shanahan thing real quick. I think the reason why people don't look at Brock Purdy the same way is because when you look at Kyle Shanahan coach quarterbacks, we've seen how great it looks at the best of his ability, right? Matt Ryan, probably the most talented quarterback that he's coached.
Yeah.
Had an MVP season, led the team to the Super Bowl. But we've also seen Jimmy Garoppolo be his quarterback. Still led a team to the Super Bowl. See Brock Purdy be his quarterback. Led a team to the Super Bowl. You saw Robert Griffin III in his rookie season have Kyle Shanahan call his plays, and he had one of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen.
One rookie of the year
over Andrew Luck. My guy. And that's my thing is like, watching those quarterbacks, yeah, he looks better than Jimmy Garoppolo in that system. Has Brock Purdy looked better than Matt Ryan?
No, but he was the MVP.
No, obviously, yeah. Has he looked better than what we thought Robert Griffin III was going to be? Especially that first year.
I'll say yes. Body of work.
Argument, though. Yeah. The argument could be had, though. Obviously, Robert Griffin III, it felt like
the final.
But yeah. Because you see the payoff. But my thing is, the dude just has quarterbacks. And also, I want to add this to
Yep.
Looking at those teams, the teams Brock Purdy has had with the 49ers,
are they team?
Better than the Falcons.
Yeah, of course.
Better than the Reds. The Washington.
Let me ask you this, though, because it's an interesting point Kieran makes. But, okay, if a 4-star recruit that played at Iowa State, that we did have an offer from Alabama, that gets drafted in the 7th round, looks as good as a number 2 overall pick in Robert Griffin, looks as good as a 1st-round pick, top 12 in all-time pass yards, NFL MVP, in Matt Ryan, that says to me more about Brock Purdy than it does about.
He doesn't look. He's never looked as good as Matt Ryan.
No, but respectfully, if Brock Purdy was a 1st-round pick that year he finished 4th in MVP voting, he'd probably finish 2nd. You know what I mean? Like, it's because he was a 2nd-round pick. Last pick in the draft, he plays the Baltimore Ravens. He has 3 tip picks, I think 5 picks total. That's where he went from 2nd place all the way down to 1st place.
It's also knowing the Brock Purdy story, though. That's the reason why I hate Shady's like college doesn't matter. Watching football game here. History. Be able to tell what type of quarterback you've been whenever you play. It's the same thing I feel about Jalen Hurts. I watched Jalen Hurts be limited as a passer his entire football career.
Yeah.
I watched Brock Purdy be good, not great, his entire. He was really solid at Iowa State. Did better than really any other Iowa State quarterback in history at that time.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown.
Summer's heat, and right now get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models with no payments for 90 days.
Still just not like the dynamic playmaker. I'm not going to throw him over guys that I know are far more talented. And also, I can look at a guy like Kyle Shanahan and say, hey, if I had another guy with more talent who I've seen do it with less in that system, with that play caller, I can assume that he would be better.
Guy with more talent.
More talented than Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
You could say Trevor Lawrence. You could say Justin Herbert. You could say a Drake May. You could say so many other guys.
Because when they tried to with the Trey Lance, obviously way more physical.
Trey Lance was a bad pitch.
But because it is, like TJ said, because it is. So I'm not sure that if you put Trevor Lawrence in that system, he's going to do more. What's he going to do? Win the Super Bowl? Brock Purdy gave the Niners a lead versus the Chiefs in overtime. For an offense, you won the Super Bowl. Offensively, you won. Get to the overtime against the Chiefs, and I have a lead. You won.
I hate the Trey Lance take, though, too, because we watch Trey Lance go to other teams and still not be good enough. I like more of a Sam Darnold type take. And this has been my take on quarterback positions. We view this as like the quarterback's the end-all, be-all, and makes the thing. Yes, a quarterback is very important to be able to make something happen. I knew when Trey Lance wasn't working out in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan, he was never going to work out anywhere.
Of course.
Ever. Sorry, you can't. Like, if you can't work out with one of the best quarterback-friendly coaches in history, you are never going to work out. But you have a guy like Sam Darnold, horrible situation in New York, horrible situation with the Panthers, ends up going to a good situation with a good head coach, with a good play call. It's the same reason why I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy moving forward. I watch you not be able to get it done with a dude that had Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold putting up numbers. And you can't do anything over there. I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy moving forward at all. Yeah. You did it with a good coach. Coaching matters. Yeah. Way more than I think people think whenever it comes to the quarterback.
I always say it.
Yeah.
I've been saying that forever. Yep. In the National Football League. In the National Football League, we all run the same plays. The plays in the Rams and the Seahawks and the Cardinals. It's just Shanahan knows when to call it. He knows when to call it. Shanahan, McVay, Andy Reid, Sean Payton. I might have to throw Kubiak in there the way he was cooking last year. They call the right plays at the right time. Because every team runs the same shit. We just call it a different name. We'll just call 4 verse and cover 4 in the red zone.
Yeah. Look, you made it this far, so might as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and after that, hit the bell button to be notified anytime we go live or drop another video like this. You do not want to miss our content in this oversaturated market. Well,
possibilities here. And the Cardinals are facing third
to talk about the Christmas Day schedule. Fellas, the NFL is completely taking over Christmas, and I think the NBA will be buried for the foreseeable future. Green Bay versus Chicago. Buffalo versus Denver, a rematch of the playoff matchup. And then the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. We have an NFC conference, or NFC championship rematch, and the AFC divisional rematch. Also an NFC divisional rematch between our wild card matchup between Green Bay and Chicago. This is going to be an incredible schedule on Christmas Day. Do you guys have faith, though? We'll focus on that last game. Do you guys have more faith in the Rams or the Seahawks heading into this next season?
all right, look, Prize Picks is America. Lock it in. Hey, 9 ups.
It's the Rams. It ain't even close. It's not close. The Rams return.
They just got Trent McDuffie. They got everything.
The Rams
return
a really good defense and added a really good player to that defense.
Setting up for the
same offense. Same guy calling the plays.
And the extra point
Seattle has a guy that's never called plays. And so I'm going with, for sure, the Rams. Now, those games look like all 3 will be super competitive. Now, can we get towards the end of the season? Likely one of those teams will not be as good as we assume and expect them to be, but I'm certain the Rams going to be right there when it matters. Unless Stafford goes down, they're going to be right there.
Hard to argue with TJ. I love Seattle. I love what Seattle's doing. I love what Seattle's bringing back. Defensively, Seattle bring back the same squad. They bring back the same squad. But the reason the Seahawks beat the Rams wasn't because of defense. It was because they had enough firepower to outscore them when necessary. That's why if you're making me choose, didn't Seattle win one game 38-37?
They were making it real tight.
I think they won one game 37. I'm hard pressed. Remember, it was against the Rams where the little 2-point conversion was on the ground. Yes,
they had a punt return with Shaheed, but
everything went their way. But that was one regular season game.
That regular season game gave them the division. And so you flip that, things may be different.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to bet against Stafford and McVay. But if you're a Seahawks fan, what we're saying sounds asinine because, like, bro, we just did it. Like, we just beat the Rams. Stafford, older. Devontae Adams, older. Rams run game don't really scare you. Who knows what Cooper's going to do this season after the offseason he's had. Like, if you're a Seahawks fan, you have to be listening to us saying we sound stupid because the Seahawks beat the Rams twice last year, man. They beat them when it mattered most.
But it's that play caller, man. Hopefully it's going to be a drop-off. Hoping it's not a fall-off.
Yeah.
That's the key. Can you just keep us somewhere in the neighborhood? We don't have to average.
Oh my God, Cam, come on!
We just can't just
run his ass over, bro.
And it's like, damn.
Please break the tackle, see me the first.
And that's what I perceive they have to do.
The only thing I can say though is the Seahawks defense going to get even better. Because Byron Murphy, Kieran, he's going on what, year 3 now? Year 3. Byron Murphy going on year 3. Nicky Manwari, he's going to get better because he's only going on year 2, which is just good.
They're going to get better.
They're amazing.
I mean, that was against the Rams that we talked about yesterday when they put Jansen in the backfield. Can you put those type of plays together, the right moment at the right time against the right defense. Remains to be seen.
It'll be interesting. Here, there was another debate I saw. I think it was Nick Wright who had a conversation. I need y'all to check this out.
Yeah, no, Nick Wright was talking about Matthew Stafford potentially winning another Super Bowl. Where would put him all time on the list? I'll let you guys take a listen.
Listen, it says right there, there are 7 quarterbacks that have 2 Super Bowl wins and an MVP. Here's who they are. And so, Patrick, Tom, Peyton, Elway, Montana, Blues guy, Terry Bradshaw, and Bart Starr. So I think most Stafford would join that list. What's most notable, I think, is who's not on it. So Drew Brees is not on that list. Drew Brees even doesn't have an MVP or more than list. Aaron Rodgers is not on that list. Brett Favre is not on that list. I'm not going to name every quarterback, but some of the quarterbacks that I think everyone looks at as a tier or 2 above Stafford in wherever Stafford is historically. And I think that would have to change.
Fellas, what would another Super Bowl for Matthew Stafford mean for him?
Matthew Stafford wins another Super Bowl. He's a top 5 quarterback all time. And that's simple. The list gets real clear for me. Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Matthew Stafford.
So he above John Elway?
Yes, yes. He's above John Elway. The real one would be Aaron Rodgers is the one I might take over Matthew Stafford. That's the one that I might still say Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, and now Duke can get out for the 5 and the 6 spot. He's above John Elway in large part because what he's doing in the modern era, like since the turn of the generation, that to me matters. And what he's done over the course of his career, not just aggregate stats, but also the Super Bowl. If Matthew Stafford wins another Super Bowl, we're going to have some real conversations. Another Super Bowl also, there's not a player who another Super Bowl does more for this year, I would suggest.
Miles, what are you doing?
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Mahomes, Hurts, Love. Because another Super Bowl moves Matthew Stafford from potentially outside the top 10 all time into the top 5 all time conversations. Matthew Stafford without another Super Bowl, remember, he doesn't have the Super Bowl MVP. That was the Cooper Cup. And people are saying, oh, they're like before that. Matthew Stafford without another Super Bowl, give me Breeze before him, give me Elway before him, hell, give me the likes of now you gotta have the Bradshaws if you want to like tip your hat to the dudes and to the OGs who have 4 Super Bowls. Give me Favre before him, but Stafford was another one. He goes from outside the top 10 to 5 or 6.
Very fair. Accolades, like you can't take that away from him. But as you were talking, I'm sitting here thinking, and obviously it's so far down the line.
Chevy trucks keep the heartbeat of America going.
Hurry the fuck up, Arch. What the hell is you doing?
The tempos after a successful run.
Lamar win 1 Super Bowl. He just catapults all the way in front of everybody. Damn near everybody. 2 MVPs. You just win a Super Bowl. If we're going to start going off this criteria, if Stafford wins another Super Bowl, yes, he will jump probably to me top 7, 8 for sure. Lamar Jackson wins 1. Then what does that mean for him? Just 1. Just win 1 Super Bowl. Top 10. Easily. No question.
Yeah, top 10.
But, yeah, I'm not mad at Nick Wright for saying that. Stafford, and it's just crazy because he was in Detroit for so long, and it's what could have been. What could have been had he been put in a situation. Yeah. And it's crazy though because when he got traded, that's when Detroit kind of turned things around with Dan Campbell. But if he was in a stable organization from the outset of his career, we may be looking at Matthew Stafford right now as one of the greats. Right now, in a different situation.
And that to me is the whole quarterbacks win stats thing that makes me mad.
Oh my God!
Matthew Stafford's situation for the first half of his career was so bad, he had no shot to win. None. Like no shot to go out there and win. It wasn't indicative of his talent or his ability or anything like that. He had no shot to go win Super Bowls with the organizational malpractice that was happening with the Detroit Lions. But now with the Rams, everyone's now respecting his greatness. You know what guys remember after he won his first Super Bowl, after they won, they beat the Bengals, I was like, is Matthew Stafford the whole thing? Hell no, he just had one good year, da-da-da-da-da. Now, now the conversation is he top 10 all time?
Here's why I hate what you're saying, Kieran. I hate it. Because I hate a lot of people say it. And I hate it when everybody says it. In a terrible situation he went into with Calvin Johnson. The terrible situation he went into where you're trailing every game, so you pass the ball because you're behind, so you accumulate all of these statistics that you wouldn't otherwise could accumulate. The terrible situation where he became a 5,000-yard passer because he had Calvin Johnson, and he was trailing, so it became like the 7th 5,000-yard passer in the history of the NFL. That's all a part of the story. Yes, did he not win any playoff games and start 0-4 because he was in Detroit? In large part. But the terrible situation gave him a top 5 receiver in the history of football, which allowed him to accumulate so many aggregate stats.
But if he stays there, we're not talking about Matthew Stafford. If he's still in Detroit,
he's not even in Hall of Fame.
We're not talking about.
But here's what
might be.
Here's why I disagree with you. Because I think eventually your greatness will permeate. Dan Campbell would have shown up eventually. And Amon-Ra would have shown up eventually, and Jahmyr Gibbs would have shown up eventually, and Penei Sewell would have shown up eventually, and if we're being real to you, Matthew Stafford on the 2023 Detroit Lions,
they win it.
They win it. Yeah. Or the 2040, or the 23 or 24.
They show up eventually, right? Is Matthew Stafford going to put his body and mind through showing up eventually after all of what he's been through injury-wise and all the losses?
Exactly. After that first year, he might have been done.
He pushed back. Matt Ryan all but essentially did. Now, the Falcons weren't as bad as the Lions, but Matt Ryan was 4-12. 4-12. Matt Ryan was never as good as he won an MVP.
Never as good.
He won an MVP.
Never as good.
He won an MVP.
Never as good.
He went to a Super Bowl.
Never as good, though.
You're not wrong, honestly. You're not wrong. But if you win an MVP and you go to the Super Bowl in the National Football League,
that's crazy that Matt Ryan won an MVP. That's crazy.
You won an MVP?
That's really
suspended for the first 4 games, so he was invalidated for winning. But I still would like to say here, the reason I don't like that tape, people like, I went through a terrible situation. Well, he got to play with Calvin Johnson. So, like, at the end of the day, he gets amplified because he got to play with Calvin Johnson. Now,
he had Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate, and name one running back that did anything.
He doesn't need a running back.
Name one running back that did anything.
I'm not talking about winning. His statistics, man.
Yes, his stats are nice. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks in ass situations that are behind and need to throw the football, and they were never able to have a 5,000-yard season. Ever. There's a reason why less than 10 quarterbacks in NFL history have 5,000-yard seasons.
But if you're mad, what I'm saying is, we can't say, oh, he just went to, we add context. Situation in Detroit for collectively for winning was not good.
Yes.
For stats, it was great. And he's going to miss that Hall in large part because of stats.
No.
Plus the MVP.
No, he's gonna make the Hall. He wouldn't have made the Hall if he had the stats and stayed. He's gonna make the Hall because he left, won a championship and an MVP, and he got to show everybody what it looks like when I actually have a solid team around.
I think he would have. Think about John Elway. John
Elway literally breaking all my fucking tackles. That's what really pissing me
off. He was in 84, won like 98, 99. At the end of the day, I think if you're great, it'll find you. If you're great, it's like gravity. Like, if you're great, it's going to be
for sure. The conversation isn't, is he great, though? We've known, I knew Matthew Stafford was great when he was in high school at Highland Park. What I'm saying is, he could have been one of the greatest to ever play the game in everybody's eyes. I think he is, no matter what, because my eyes are telling me that. But whenever we start, just like TJ said, Lamar Jackson is one ring away from being better than everybody else. When it starts being so much about accolades and team accomplishments, then we can't really appreciate the greatness that we see on the field.
Flying in there like that. God damn.
The other thing, bro. It's just context, man. Stafford's amazing. He does not win the Super Bowl without Aaron Donald and Von Miller, the 2 top 5 players of the generation. So, like, he didn't just go to a good situation. He went to the best situation.
Everyone needs that, though. Not everyone needs that. Not everyone does, but everyone does. Everyone does.
Name somebody that just won
a Super Bowl without
Aaron Donald and Von Miller.
No, I understand. Everybody needs great players.
Those aren't great players, Kieran. Those are the greatest. Those are great players. Jalen Ramsey.
I hear that.
Aaron Donald, Von Miller. They're all first ballot Hall of Fame.
Von Miller wasn't the Von Miller. We've gone over this. Yeah.
He wasn't the Von Miller. I'm not pulling that clip up either.
He wasn't. He was.
You're about the second now.
Tell me about it.
It's about the second now.
You already know it.
No.
Vaughn was amazing. You gotta be amazing. But you gotta be when you talk that you gotta be in your prime. Jalen Ramsey was in his prime. Correct. Aaron Donald was in his prime. Von Miller was not. Von Miller had a 10-sack season, but he was not in his prime because his prime was 20 sacks. I mean, my whole point is. Von Miller was a very good player at that point, elite. He wasn't a great player at that point. He was elite. No, nobody would say that. He was a good player at that point. He was elite. He was elite. Before. Bruh. If he was elite, he would have been the Von Miller playing every snap. That's when you know you're in your prime when you're playing every snap. Pull up, not the video. Just pull up. Here we go. When you do Vaughn and this, it's just that year. It truly hurts my heart, bro.
We're talking about a 32-year-old Von Miller. I mean, like he's amazing, but yeah, he had 9.5 sacks. He had 9.5. But it's not the 13 and 14 that he had.
He had 9.5 in 15 games on 2 teams. Listen. In 15 games, Kieran. No. On 2 teams. This is elite. I come in as a rookie, I hit you with 11.5. Then I had 18.5. Then I get hurt. 18. That's when year 1 through 9.
And look, he's a Hall of Famer for a reason. In the playoff run, he had
sack, 2 sacks.
He had 4 sacks in 4 games.
2 sacks in the Super Bowl. Okay, then y'all said go to snaps played when he was elite, and then go to snaps 2 sacks in the Super Bowl team.
I remember when he
averaged a sack a game in the playoff run.
Okay, so he had 4 sacks in 4 games during that playoff run. Whenever they won the Super Bowl, he had 5 sacks in 2 games. So.
And the extra point is good.
Yeah, he had the Marcus Ware playing offside of him too.
Oh my God! And hold up! What did Peyton Manning have to win his last ring? That separates him from other people. To prove your ass wrong, he had the Marcus Ware and 5 of the 2 Hall of Famers. They're gone. They're gone. These are regular guys. These are.
You made a good start, so might as well hit the subscribe button, and after that, hit the bell button to be notified anytime we go live or drop another video like this. You do not want to miss our content in this oversaturated market. Love. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's
Summer's here, and right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silver Auto 1500 months.
It's okay to
with no payments for 90 days.
And I would also say, understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good positions.
A lot to talk about today. We have to start off with the Thursday night football game. The New England Patriots dominate the New York Football Jets with a 27-14 victory. Fellas, Drake May looked good. The defense looked good. Mike Vrabel was smiling on the sideline almost the entire game, knowing that you had to go up against Justin Fields. Fellas, are the Patriots a legit Super Bowl contender this season?
I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win casual watching sports than Prize Picks. Football season is here, and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do is select a few from the stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. Prize Picks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, the home state, and Georgia. One of my favorite things, Prize Picks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code SPEEDEASY today. $5, that's your $50 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Absolutely to be 2-5. After watching the Patriots play and after watching the quick and rapid ascension of Travion Henderson, the Patriots are legitimate Super Bowl contenders. I get what you want to say. Acho, it was just the Jets. Sure, the Patriots already beat the Bucs this season, the top NFC team. Acho, it was just the Jets. Sure, the Patriots already beat the Bills this season, the top AFC team. Acho, it was just the Jets. Sure, but the Patriots on a short week did to the Jets what you're supposed to do to the Jets. Make them look offensively incompetent and bludgeon them when they're on the defensive end and they're supposed to be a defensive team with a defensive-minded head coach. Acho, it was just the Jets. I don't care who it was just. Patriots have won 8 consecutive games. Shady McCoy, the last time the Patriots lost a game was September 21st. It was our second week of this show in the Speakeasy, and now we live on TikTok.
So I say all that to say,
we moving on up, huh?
Yes, sir, we are. Like the Patriots. I say all that to say, the Patriots are absolute Super Bowl contenders. And for me, it's because when you think about the Patriots roster, Shady, you say, who do they have? But now that they not only have had Stephon Diggs, but now that Travion Henderson actually looks like a running back that's capable of doing some things in the running game, but also in the passing game, I'm like, wait a second. They got a really good running back. They got a really good number 1 wide receiver in Trayvon Diggs. They got a really good tight end in Hunter Henry. They actually might have more weapons than we can be critical. Robert Kraft wants that old thing back. Yes, sir. Is Brady back? Is Gronk here? Yo, they're playing well, and they're playing with confidence. And the biggest reason why is obviously, I think Brady is a good head coach. He's doing very, very well for them, right? He's getting that old Patriots aggressive defense. He's got that going. And also the quarterback. As much as you want to talk about it, I don't care how young Drake May is. Drake May is obviously from the Drake the rapper. He holding it down though, right? And when I say this because no team is like them. When I say that, I mean, when you have a MVP type quarterback the way he's playing, that's why it looks like that, right? That's why all these GMs, all these coaches go out there and try to get these first-round draft pick quarterbacks, hoping they can be really, really good. Because you know, if you get one of them guys like Drake May, your team goes like this. And that's what they're doing. So, I love what I'm saying from the Patriots, and they compete. I think they made everybody aware when they beat the Bills in Buffalo. Like, oh, this team is legit. Like, even Stephon Diggs, I think he's still trying to find his way there, because there's some games where he don't have a lot of catches, but they still win. I think in games they need him, he shows up big. I love what the Patriots are doing. They're a scary team. You said Super Bowl? Super Bowl. Super Bowl ready. Like, I'm not saying they're the Super Bowl favorite. Yeah. They're still young, though. They are still young. That's true. They are playing very, very well. Here's what I love about the Patriots, though. Shady knows this better than anybody. There's a saying in football, and we say this, defense travels. Offense might not necessarily travel because Shady can attest to this. Offensively, when you're on the road, sometimes if the crowd's too loud, you got to go silent count. You got all these false starts. It might change to some degree the nature of the game. Defense travels. The Patriots played really good defense. It traveled to Buffalo. Buffalo Bills, whiteout, Sunday night, Patriots win that game. Defense travels. The defense traveled to Tampa Bay. I believe it was last week. That game was at Raymond James Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. In Tampa, defense traveled there. So the reason I have so much confidence in this Patriots team is Drake May plays the game like a seasoned veteran. He has poise in the midst of absolute chaos in the pocket. Mike Vrabel is a phenomenal coach. He's been through the ringer. He's been to an AFC Championship game with the Tennessee Titans, lost to the New England Patriots. So Mike Vrabel's a seasoned head coach. Drake May plays the game seasoned at a season level. They have a number 1 wide receiver. They got a really good tight end. And surprisingly now, this Travion Henderson cat has 5 touchdowns in 5 days. So, to me, Shady, that's why I'm like, no, I'm not going to put them ahead of the Chiefs in the playoffs. I can't even necessarily put them ahead of the Bills in the playoffs. But I can say this. They will definitely draw blood if they were to play the Chiefs or play the Bills in the playoffs. And because of how good the defense is, they're going to be in every single game. I don't know if they lost a game all season by more than a touchdown. They lost to the Steelers 21-14 week 3. I think they lost week 1. I forget who that opponent was. Bro, since then, 8 straight wins. Shady knows this. 8 straight wins is about it's hard to come by, man. It's hard to come by. Yeah, I'm thinking this though. I don't know if I can put them over them other teams that more experienced that we've seen winning over the years, like you talking about the Patriots or the Chiefs, young teams, of course. But I'll say this though, right? If you think back to the Titans when Vrabel had them like rolling over there, they was wrong with them, and they didn't have no quarterback. They didn't have no MVP type quarterback. They didn't have no Drake May. They had an aggressive, stingy defense. They had a great running game. Well, you added quarterback to that mixture, now you got the Patriots. So, I do think they are a big dog in this fight. And they get to that tournament, people are going to fear them. There's some teams like you don't really like, you're not scared of. But you don't want to see. Correct. They will be a team that teams do not want to see. The reason is, let me elaborate on this. The reason you don't want to see a team like the Patriots is because when you have a defensive-minded head coach and everybody plays really good on defense, you take away what the opponent is good at, and you make them play left-handed. Basketball reference on dominant hand. So when you play a team like the Buffalo Bills, hey Josh Allen, we're not going to let you beat us. James Cook, we're not going to let you beat us. So one of y'all receivers, y'all got to get at it. When we play a team like the Jets, as soon as they saw Justin Fields run down the field on the first drive, they said, Justin Fields beat us pass. You're not going to beat us rush. Justin Fields finished the day with 67 yards. 67 rushing yards. He finished the day with a .16 passing, and about 25 came on back to the defensive back split. So the Patriots are going to make you beat them left-handed. You can't beat them left-handed. As a result, like Shady said, even the Bills aren't going to want to see them. The Ravens aren't going to want to see them. The Chiefs don't see anybody, but you're not going to want to see them. Like, you'll see them because you'll see them. Nobody's going to want to see the Patriots in the AFC. I think the conversation is interesting because
so many of these places that I go, as these groups and meetings, to be able to share those stories with people making sure the next generation is inherent.
I think we all believe in the Patriots a little bit more than the other new contenders, the Broncos and the Colts, because Drake May does have that question mark. We've seen kind of Bo Nixie, he's still young too, but Daniel Jones, I think we all know that like he could revert to being bad again out of nowhere against these good teams. Drake May though. Okay, Shane, I hear you, but Drake May, he has looked amazing. There was rumors last week, not rumors, Tom Brady came out and said that he cloned his dog last week, and now people in New England are thinking that Tom Brady maybe cloned himself and put himself into Drake May. It's the SUV. Bad joke. Hold up. Let me just tell you something. This is the second season. Slow down for a second, big fella. Hold on. That's what they've been saying. Let me just tell you what's going on. That's a terrible joke. You're funny. That's not funny. Listen, on this show, right, we're going to speak easy or something, right? And we take football serious. Yes, sir. Let me give you a lesson. What are the rules in school? And you too. You too. You too. Ready for this? Okay. In the speak easy, we never ever mention Tom Brady or compare Tom Brady to anybody. All right? Anybody. Don't you not never forget that. That's what we talking. That's what we talking about. Drake May, don't do man. This feel like he came out and said that he cloned his dog last week. Drake May does have, because you'll see him. Nobody's going to want to see the Patriots in the AFC. I think the conversation is interesting because I think we all believe in the Patriots a little bit more than the other new contenders, the Broncos and the Colts, because Drake May does have that question mark. We've seen kind of Bo Nixie, he's still young too, but Daniel Jones, I think we all know that like he could revert to being bad again out of nowhere against these good teams. Drake May though, okay, Shane, I hear you, but Drake May, he has looked amazing. There was rumors last week, not rumors, Tom Brady came out and said that he cloned his dog last week, and now people in New England are thinking that Tom Brady maybe cloned himself and put himself into Drake May. This man SUV. Bad joke. Shane, hold up. Let me just tell you something. This is the second season. Slow down for a second, big fella. Hold on. That's what they've been saying. All right, let me just tell you what's going on. That's a terrible joke. You're funny. That's not funny. Listen, on this show, right, we're funny. That's not right, and we take football serious. We're going to give you a lesson real quick. What are the rules in school? And you too. You too. You too. Ready for this? Okay. In the speak easy, we never ever mention Tom Brady or compare Tom Brady to anybody. All right? Anybody. You not never forget that. All right? That's what we talking. That's what we talking about. Drake May, don't you, man? This feel like when you hanging with your cousins, when you saying that with your cousins, and your cousin get a whooping, and so by proxy you get a whooping, like I feel like you yelling at me. You just slower. Okay. All right. And if he's tripping, get him right. Okay, say look. The Patriots own fan base came up, but that's not that. Now resume what you said. It's time we talk a little bit more about Drake May. Do you guys think that he's a legitimate MVP for him? No, absolutely. Absolutely. There is not a player in football that has done more with less than Drake May. Hold up. There's not one that's done more with less. Here's why I say that. I don't know if the Patriots will have another all-pro on their offense. I don't know if they will. I don't know that Stephon Diggs will make all-pro this year. I don't know that Travion Henderson will make all-pro this year. I don't know that Hunter Henry will make all-pro this year. I don't know that any offensive lineman for the Patriots will be all-pro this year. I do know in Indianapolis, they'll probably have an offensive lineman that's all-pro or two. I think all-pro players. Who's on the offense? I do know in Los Angeles with the Rams, Devontae Adams or Puka Nacua will likely make all-pro this year. But there isn't another MVP candidate in my mind that has done more with less this season. To me, the top three in MVP is always Jonathan Taylor right now, is Drake May, is Matthew Stafford. The difference is this. Matthew Stafford has Jonathan Taylor, probably a Hall of Fame head coach. He has Devontae Adams, a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Jonathan Taylor obviously does not have nearly as much around him. He ain't got nearly as much around him. Danny Jones, correct. All right, that's why Jonathan Taylor is awesome. That's That's why Jonathan Taylor's in my top 2. That's why he's in my top 2. But Drake May, out of Stephon Diggs of last year, exactly. Out of Travion Henderson, that's the backup running back for Ramondre Stevenson, has a defensive-minded head coach in Mike Vrabel. Josh McDaniels is a failed head coach, really good offensive coordinator. He's proven to be in this league, but a failed head coach. Nobody thought that the Patriots would be winning their division through 11 weeks of the season. Where red flag? Where's the flag at? I wish I had it. Yeah, let it. That was as one bad as you get. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, Shady. That wasn't bad, Shady. He said MVP candidate. He tried to set up for y'all. Y'all was like, yeah, because it was honest. No, it was cool. No, it's not. First of all, so he wants to go to the Colts, or he wants to go to the Patriots? He wants to Patriots first because they just won. Okay, let's talk about the Patriots first. You gonna shade Stephon Diggs like he ain't Stephon Diggs? The last 2 years he has been injured. Okay. Is he injured now? No, he look good to me. He does. His biggest wins, he played the biggest on everybody. True. He won the best football and was showing out. You're not wrong. Even tonight against the Jets. We don't think much of the Jets, but they are a defensive team. And he did go to win. Remember, he couldn't get any more if it wasn't the right team. Hey, stop there. You talking about running? Titans nowadays. Jonathan Taylor is the MVP right now. He's a running back. He makes this award by the quarterback. I'm tired of that. Drake May, yes, it should be 1A or 1B. They are super cool. But my thing is, Jonathan Taylor, your quarterback is Daniel Jones. Don't let the 8 games, 6 games fool y'all. He is who he is. He's playing well, but don't let that erase the fact that he's big. Also, we talking about offensive line. Because we know he's nice, but it's like Jonathan Taylor's made that thing go. We right now are talking about how in the AFC, maybe the best team record-wise is the Colts. It's the Patriots legitimately. You know what I'm saying? The Colts. Yeah. So, let's be a little more respectful. Drake May's playing phenomenal, but I gotta go with JT. I hear the running back bias seeping through this hard. Shady is right. Jonathan Taylor should be 1A, 1B, whatever the case may be. But Drake May, what he's done this season is wild. Drake May was an afterthought. In his own draft class, Caleb Williams, the guard. From the gun, Jaden Williams, Heisman winner. Drake May played in North Carolina. Shady says this all the time. You don't go get football players. A lot of times you see these defenses, man. They you go get this person in North Carolina. Drake May played in North Carolina. They're not where you go get football players. You show up, you got to replace Tom Brady. One of the most storied quarterbacks in the history of quarterbacks. And you sitting there at 9-2? 9-2 with this Patriots team? Mike Vrabel, 9-2. So for me, I just have to give respect to Drake May, but also to Bob. You know this. Quarterback touches the ball. They touch the ball. I mean, the league's built for the quarterback. So let me ask you this, Anto. You are an MVP voter. The season ended today. Who gets your cast right into that game? So right to me, what's harder? No influence, Shane. Every year we argue this. I hate when you say, the first thing you have to talk about is a quarterback. Like last year.
Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had. He is well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
It's the best comeback year ever. Has courage to run the football. Here's why. But here's why. To me, right now, I'd probably go Drake May. And I'd probably go Jonathan Taylor, Offensive Player of the Year. Both because I've been indoctrinated to do so. So I'm not going to lie to y'all. Y'all want somebody to lie to you, go watch another show. I'm not going to lie to you, Speak Easy. I don't suggest a part is indoctrination. But the second part is honestly and genuinely, if y'all are still listening to me beyond indoctrination, is Jonathan Taylor was on the Colts last year. You're from Indy, you know. He was on the Colts last year. And the Colts record wasn't great. Jonathan Taylor has been on the Colts his whole career. He's drafted. It's only now that the Colts have this type of record. Whereas Drake May, quite literally, with the ball in his hands on every single play, Drake May's ascension is exactly why the Patriots are where they are. Jonathan Taylor has been more impressive than Drake May this season. MIP, most impressive player, Jonathan Taylor. I think Jonathan Taylor is better at his position than any other player in their position. But that makes sense to y'all. Jonathan Taylor is better at running back than anybody else is at quarterback, than anybody else is a wide receiver. I think Jonathan Taylor has a bigger lead between number 1 versus number 2 in his position than anybody else does at their position. But that's not the award. What's harder, though? That's not the award. What's harder is award value. That is the award. Yeah. They're like, they ask me that. That is the award. More valuable, though. If the Colts didn't have Jonathan Taylor for a game, and if the Patriots didn't have Drake May for a game, we know how it would be.
Let me push back on you, Acho, because you said that the gap from Jonathan Taylor to the next best is larger, right?
Whereas Drake May, Matthew Stafford, I think Stafford probably does.
So if the question is who's more valuable to their team, if you take Jonathan Taylor away and you say in that gap, that replacement, you replace him with the next man up.
Here's the problem with this conversation.
Everyday Americans make that drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Take your time.
It's not a conversation. Like, I hate the fact that it's not. I hate doing this to Shady. Shady's my dog. If the Colts play the Patriots, if the Patriots show up without Drake, or if the Colts show up without Jonathan Taylor, who's in more trouble? Who's in more trouble? But that's not right. I don't believe that. First of all, Josh McDaniels is a really, really good coach. Sure, right? Absolutely. One of the best offensive coordinators we've seen in this game. One of the best. Absolutely. Yeah, so how do you know with a good defensive coach, a good defense, and a backup running, and a backup quarterback, why you say they can't win that? I see it happens all the time. We said this. We didn't say they can't win. We said who's in more trouble. The Patriots are in much more trouble. So you're going to get a Keith Jones without Jonathan Taylor and think they're going to lose? That doesn't make sense. I'm just saying that's the conversation. I think that's a dangerous precedent to set. Because then you're saying at any given point, a quarterback has to be more valuable than anyone else, so they automatically have to win the MVP award. I will say this. The quarterback has an inherent advantage. Jonathan Taylor, on a phenomenal day, has 34 touches. 34 touches on a phenomenal day. Shady can attest to this. A quarterback has 70 touches. What does that mean, though? That means that you dictate the game. Like, Jonathan Taylor, you press the ball on every play. You dictate the game. So Drake May had, he had 34 passes. He had 34 passes. Are you talking about the other times he had the ball? I'm talking about passes. I'm talking about scrambles. I'm talking about making decisions even on read options. You saw, bro, Justin Fields fumbled the snap today. Like, quarterback has to touch the ball on every single. Shady, the fumble snap of Justin Fields ended the game for the Jets. This week, I don't want to talk about weak players. Please, we're talking about good players right now. Sure. Let's talk about this. We're talking about the good players. This week, just but I'm confused on the fumble snap of Justin Fields ended the game for the Jets. This week, I don't want to talk about weak players. Please, we're talking about good players right now, right? Sure. Let's talk about this. Keep talking about these good players. This week, just but I'm confused on the Son of the World on this tour, right? About 70 touches and all that. I'm telling you what that means. Meaning every time the quarterback touches the ball, so let me say it like this. Jonathan Taylor can take snaps off. So he threw the ball 30. Let me get okay. He threw the ball 34 times. Yes, sir. You said the best day Jones will have 34 touches at his best. Okay, cool. So 28 carries for another 8 catches. Whatever. So he threw the ball 34 times, right? Okay. What about the other 40? He threw it 34 times. He had 4 scrambles. And that's not counting read options where he's actually making it. He ain't even doing a lot of read options. He's more light skin, he ain't doing that. Okay? Keep going. Because he's over there talking. He sees all these dreams. And y'all believe it. Let me end it by saying this. Please end it. Running backs don't have to play every snap. You know this. Yes. He hand the ball over and block the running back run. You're at least on the field, Shane. You're at least on the field. I'll say this, right? I want to go back to your original point about, both of them were missing from a game. One is hurting more. Not a conversation. Okay, let's talk about this. The Colts are good because of what?
Because they got it. Tackled almost immediately.
Jonathan Taylor. We just talked about the Patriots having an amazing defense, a good head coach, table. Here's why it's a lie. How is it a lie? If Drake May sucked, the Colts wouldn't be good. It does not matter how good Jonathan Taylor is. Saquon Barkley had a 2,000-yard all-purpose season with the Giants. And Daniel Jones still wasn't good enough for that to matter. If Daniel Jones was not good, it does not matter how good Jonathan Taylor is. Now, if Jonathan Taylor goes to Shane's point, what Adrian Peterson did in 2000, when did he win MVP? Maybe 2012? Maybe when AP won MVP? Maybe 2012. If Jonathan Taylor does something like that, full team on his back. 2012? Full team on his back. Sure. But here's the thing, bro. Drake May is 9-2, people. He's 9-2. Is the Patriots a bad team or a good team? Right now, they're a really good team. No. I think it's crazy as an MVP voter. I get where you're coming from. Do you? I get that at quarterback value. From the outside looking at it, it seems more valuable than running back. But I also just think a running back, you can't go forward with the MVP award in the NFL. It's only a quarterback award. I think that's a precedent. That's a precedent you're setting. I think it's dangerous. It's dangerous rhetoric that you're pushing right now, man. But you can at least acknowledge that a quarterback has an inherent advantage because he has a harder job, he has the ball on every snap, and he's just tasked to do more. Like, can we at least acknowledge that, yes, there is an inherent advantage to the quarterback position? Yes. I'm acknowledging that. Shane, I do have to agree with Acho on that point. And I do have to agree with that one too. It's tough. It is a tough. It is a more demanding. It's a more demanding position. Not that it's not harder. Not that it's not harder to go out there and you know what I mean, shake somebody, do spike, hit that whatever. That we're not talking about that though. We're not talking about like, oh my God, how important this position is. Very important, obviously. What I'm saying is, for Drake May's team, he's super important. And for the Colts, Jonathan Taylor is super important. You take them both off, I think the Colts being more in trouble. Yeah. We talking about the real talk. We talking about the Colts being like really good team in the NFL. You know how that sounds? Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. Think about how that sounds though. We're saying the Colts are one of the best teams in football. There's no Peyton Manning. There's none of that going on. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. Jonathan Taylor is the reason why that is. I'm off it though. I agree with you. I think he's cereal. Yeah, man. It is tough with the quarterbacks, man. They are. What you get? $3 bills? Yeah, $4 bills. Yeah, y'all spend it. Right. All right, moving forward, we got to talk about a Bengals wide receiver. TJ Hushman's on, friend of the show. Actually, I mean, the technical member of the show. On Chad Ochocinco, he said Chad should have been in the Hall of Fame. The fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame is crazy. If he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame, it ain't worth nothing. Fellas, do you guys think that Ochocinco is Hall of Fame? All right, quick timeout, people. Look, Prize Picks is America's #1 sports app. And get this, it's the easiest way to win that money while you're watching games. Look, here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players while watching a game. All in the same. We're talking smack to Ray Lewis. Like, Shotty wasn't feeling it, man. I like this energy, though. I like this type. Shotty wasn't feeling it, man. I like this energy, though. I like this type of energy. Shotty was not feeling the foolishness, y'all. Shotty went off on them boys to start Cowboys practice, made them go ahead and line that up, back up, run some gas or do some conditioning. Absolutely love it, bro. The standard is the standard. Now that we talk about how he had to get their ass start practice, come on, happy the rest of practice. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Attack on Cowboys. I'm your host, The Attack, and today we have a serious battle going on right now. It is absolute popcorn worthy between one of our receivers and a quarterback that's going to give them problems this year. There's an undrafted free agent making some noise. Does he have a legitimate chance to make the roster? We'll discuss. One of our rookies just had probably his best day. And the Cowboys may have finally figured out a solution to a long-term problem they've been having. This defense wins championships. We may finally have one, y'all. Let's get right into it. Be sure to subscribe for Cowboys content as we dive into day 7 of training camp in Knoxville. Shut your bitches up. Shut your bitches up.
Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. We stay with David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Probably at linebacker too, and you never have too many pass rushing guys that can win one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Farm y'all over, so all these guys are looking really, really good down in 7. Allen Kyle had probably his best day of practice so far in training camp today. He was able to actually back the pass down in the line of scrimmage and apply some pressure to the quarterback as he turned those balls from Allen Kyle finally started to make some noise. I can see some of y'all in my comments go, I haven't heard anything from Malachi. What's going on with Malachi? Malachi Lawrence finally started to make some noise, y'all. So just relax a little bit. Remember, Malachi is more of a raw prospect, y'all. So he is going to be a guy that takes
the run inside. It's Bishop. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Those are they're NFL ready.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Translation is something like Malachi, who has prototypical traits: amazing speed, speed, size he is, 6'5", chiseled like a Greek god. Yes, but he still needs NFL coaching.
Wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
A little bit on your
cuts it upfield. It's Bishop. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I think that's the most
motion from the wide receiver. Now he's looking to throw it.
I think right now
oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Let's fucking go, Sammy.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Let's go.
A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big
play.
Down
a little bit. Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Now here's Manning. Out wide left, it's Smothers. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He had a lot of really good things to say about some today when we react to this pressure, so be sure to subscribe to the channel.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Training camp, and thought he made it good today. They both exchanged blows with each other today. I want to play, Nick, I want to rep, So it's been going back and forth. GP obviously didn't get the better of
out wide right, it's Smothers.
But
on the sweet spin, and he's free. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible. and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Left side is Wingo. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Undrafted free agent has in fact been making some noise in Dallas Cowboys.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He's changing the play. 4th down, Manning. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Texas. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Buying time to his right. Underheat, he gets rid of it.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
Calling me, texting me,
fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19.
Y'all, you can check on me. Listen.
Embarrassing story, but I can't pay my rent this month. My friend told me about how she got a $5,000 loan to pay her bills, including rent. So I tried to say the thing, and let me tell you guys, it worked. I went to the site.
There's some things circulating the internet today. And one of those was a clip doing Amon-Ra St. Brown talking about kissing his family members on the lips. I'll let you guys take a listen here to this.
I kissed my dad when I was growing up, so I would say.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a
So I
look
got
at
to
the
high school,
numbers for the first quarter.
but then in high school, I think a few times I kissed my lips when I graduated, I think when I committed, so a lot of people think it's weird. I kissed my mom on the lips too. I kissed my brothers on the lips when I was growing up, and my dad made us do it, so we get in fights.
That's weird.
After the fight was over, he would make us kiss each other on the lips. I like kissing my lips when I was growing up. So I would say,
Monroe St. Brown talking about. There's some things circulating the internet today, and one of those was a clip due to Monroe St. Brown talking about kissing his family members. I'll let you guys take a listen.
I kissed my dad when I was growing up, so I would say, so I got to high school, but then in high school, I think a few times I kissed him on the lips. When I graduated, I think when I committed, so I feel like we think it's weird. I kissed my mom on the lips too. I kissed my brothers on the lips when I was growing up, and my dad made us do it, so we get in fights. And then after the fight was over, he would make us kiss each other on the lips. That's a good way to use it. I do that in fights sometimes.
Let's go, Bob. Let's get it.
That'll be putting my play if you try to beat my ass. I try to kiss you.
Comments? He kissed,
They pull a guard, they pull a tackle. Let's get it, gang.
His brother's growing up kissing on the lips. Your reaction to this?
They can show you one thing and come back with another. #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick
the give on the counter. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
No spreadsheets, no
So as a
nonsense.
defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
In Florida, most importantly, new users use code SPEAKEASY. $5, that's your $50 to the lineup. For free. 5 picks.
Arch is going to throw for it.
They kissing the dog too? The dog get kisses?
Got it.
The pet squirrel or the pet rabbit?
Touchdown, Texas.
Man.
That touchdown puts him up by at least.
Kissing your dad on the lips in high school, up until high school is wild.
Let's go.
That's wild. Like, that's...
Starting to feel that way.
Kissing your dad in the lips is wild. Up until high school. Kissing your dad in the lips in general. Is that weird? If you're 1 year old, up until 2 years old, no.
Come on, give me something.
2 years old, like, 1, 2 in infancy stages. I'll say no. I've never had kids, so I don't know, but I would say no. Kissing your dad on the lips at 13, we've crossed the line. We've crossed the boundary.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7 on that.
He'll just take him
one?
Started the 25.
I've never had a son. I have 2 daughters, as y'all know, and my oldest is 13. We don't do no kissing anymore. When she was in a newborn, like I have now, I give them kisses on the lips.
Yep.
That's 100% fair game.
I
probably kissed Malin in the lips until she was maybe 2 at the oldest. But if I have a son, I don't think I'm kissing my son.
But here's my thing, and I don't have kids pressing with my ignorance.
Let's go, Mesco.
You gotta chime in, let us know, and wrong, drop a poll.
Let's go.
When is it appropriate to stop kissing your child on the lips? Go 0 to 2, go 2 to 4, go 4 to 7, or go like, you know what I'm saying, or never. Here's my thing, if 1 or 2, is there such a gender difference that you're already like, at 1 to 2, I don't, ears is pierced maybe, like, hair ain't even, there's not even necessarily like...
But there's a lot of gender indoctrinating that we do in America as we kids to, like, gender reveal. Before the baby is even born, we blue pink, clothes, blue, brown, neutral, pink, orange, flowers.
He got a mustache and all that, bro.
There's a lot of indoctrination that goes into gender roles in a lot of American culture.
Yo, kiss a girl, she got like mustache, it feels funny on your lips. I'm asking a question.
No, I ain't never.
Just imagine it. Just imagine it. It's like, mustache, like, it's gonna feel different. You never felt that before. That must be weird, though. Think about what I'm saying.
He went on to say in Germany it is kind of normal. If you see like a lot of Europeans, they do the kissing thing.
32-yard line.
But on the cheeks. I've been here.
No, they do it on the cheeks, but like also, I mean, if you look at like even the Spanish like team after they won like the World Cup, like Ferran Torres and like I forgot what the other player are. They're like all cuddled up on each other and like kissing each other on the cheek.
That negative play. That's what
all the teams like celebrate.
I have no issue with cheeks.
Yeah, but it's just like a lot
What
of
the hell does Germany have to do with anything? I know he grew up there. His daddy is from Compton, California, I'm pretty sure. His mom is German. His mom is German.
Maybe he assimilated to that way of life in Germany.
Where you know the matter?
Yeah, I don't know.
Daddy is from Compton, California. What the fuck are you talking
about? On the lips in high school. I feel like when I was like a little kid, I kissed my mom on the lips until I was like 6, 7, sometime around then. And then after that, it was like I don't want to. That's old. That's old.
That's old to me.
I probably kissed my 2-3
coming into this one. They were
2-3, right?
him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game
You
is
gotta let go, baby. Don't start acting hard now.
I don't feel like that's old.
Don't start acting crazy. Don't start acting
What it says, 7 years old.
Kindergarten.
Give the mom going to live to 7. Wow. Because 7 is like, you can talk with real friendship.
Mom, get over here. Get over here, Mom.
7 is eating solid food.
That's crazy.
They're changing things up, trying to get everybody.
Kisses.
That's crazy.
My thing is, I'm like, they can raise their kids however they want. I think there's a lot of weird shit that people do. I don't think that means that they're weird or whatever it is. There's parents that have pictures of their kids as babies butt naked on their fridge. Man, pictures of them. Like that happens though. That's like that shit.
So you're the only one in here with a son and a daughter. So you've been on hush month for one man.
I kissed my son, but
The Longhorns coming to the line on 30 short, looking to keep the drive moving.
What are we talking about?
And the daughter?
Manning from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh my God, Ryan, what the fuck are you doing?
Taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short.
We ain't going to mouth
range.
What?
After imagine picking up. No, I'm sorry. Imagine picking up the hat. Committed to University of Southern California Trojans, bro. Wow. Like that's a little like, that's a little crazy. The more alarming. I'm not gonna wrong, but that's a little crazy. That is very crazy.
But the more alarming thing of this whole segment
is
that his dad made his brothers kiss on the mouth.
No, I know that. I know that punishment tactic.
Man, ain't no punishment. But that's more than punishment.
No, because I've heard that one. Like, I didn't do bars. Did y'all do bars of soap in the mouth?
Yeah.
I didn't do that, but I know of bars of soap. I've heard of the same thing. If you and your siblings gonna fight, then y'all gonna kiss. It's a deterrent.
I've never heard that.
Or you heard the hug one? Like if y'all fight, y'all gonna have to.
You have to go
you're a kid, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard the hugging.
You gotta say sorry, right?
Hug your sister, yeah. Say sorry, yeah.
Well, my man, you're not gonna tell me that
kiss your brother on the lips.
Kiss your brother on the lips. Yo, man, real talk. My dad was mean as hell, and he was strict. Me and my brother wouldn't have did it. I don't care what you do to us. I ain't kissing my brother. What the fuck is going on? It's a fight deterrent.
And then where do you draw the line?
You know what? So I'm learning. You know, I'm just trauma stuff.
This is why I stopped playing regs last season. This is exactly why. This is exactly why I stopped playing regs last season. They be doing that weird fucking shit, bro. Yeah. Shit is about to piss me off, bro. But no cap, I got so many motherfucking
This regular or
forced losses
cut?
and shit, bruh.
I'm not supporting his ass. He better off going to Tennessee. One QB in class of 2028.
I need to go back and
busy,
see what's going on with the dad. Because the dad got that from somewhere. All the kissing in the
Dad
mouth.
was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, Mr. Olympia.
I'm not
I'm
talking
not talking about
that.
sports and all that. Y'all talking about sports. It's way behind that.
Nah, but his wife is German though.
Bro,
Like,
I'm not German. Nobody here is German, so I don't speak